Welcome and good evening. This will be this evening's run of the Planet Zoo Dual Zoo that me and my wife, NiseyBGN, have been running. As you see, we're still on the Tundra stuff, and I'm still heavily disappointed in my current build. So, nothing I can do about that, really, at the moment, so we'll have to tinker with that as we go along. But today I've got to figure out where I'm going to put my critters. And I'm genuinely considering... This is going to sound weird. I'm considering this long, thin section for the purposes of... Excuse me, just a moment. This interruption brought to you by Cream Puffs because apparently I needed to open a container. Cream Puffs. They're empty and tasteless. So, as I'm saying, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this whole long back section here with polar bear. The reason being is that the polar bears need a stupid amount of room. So much so that people might have trouble seeing the polar bear unless I ensure that no matter where they are, they're close to the entrance, the viewership. I feel like I'm not being super creative with my exhibits right now, and I feel bad for that. But on the other hand, it's what I got. And it's not terrible, it's just not as good as I could do. What? What?
Zoom out.
Uh-huh.
That's not part of the build area.
Are we not counting that as anything then?
I thought that was just gonna be like gondola.
Well, I thought the section over here was going to be gondola. I didn't know we weren't doing anything over here.
That was going to be a gondola station. I thought the four corners were gondola stations, and then I thought 2 was the intersection. Are we allowed to build on the outside black path of 2?
Do we not want to?
I didn't know if we were just like landscaping that.
All right, we can landscape that. I'm okay with that.
Like, we can, so it's not dead, or we can put, like, education stuff in there.
I think we should just landscape it then.
I thought we had to build on the inside.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I am A-okay with that.
I just want to make sure we're both on the same.
That's fine. Alright, so I just gotta figure out, if I've got enough space. I'm pretty sure I've got enough space in this damn thing.
You're gonna be done so much sooner than me.
Well, keep in mind, I'm only doing it this big because it's the polar bears, and I may even end up reducing the size some.
I mean, don't forget you have to stick a guest amenity in there, too.
Oh, I know. The guests will have their amenity.
I might have to do a recording tonight.
Oh my god, it's okay. I don't mind taking a day off or two to play something else, dear. Alrighty. So, let's grab ourselves a thing here and see how big this is.
No underwater viewing for the polar bears?
Fuck you. No underwater viewing for the fucking polar bears. I had enough of that shit already. Alright, that's 100,000 feet. Okay, so they're gonna need like 60,000 at most. So what I think I'm gonna do here is
where's your keeper hut access gonna be? I mean, I guess you could put the keeper hut for the bears on the other side of the black path. I just didn't think we were.
it's okay. I'll have a place for them. Don't you worry about that. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so I am going to have pathing come out here. Alrighty. And I'll have my little amenities thing right here in the middle.
Trying to do?
Not sure yet.
No, I mean with this pathing, what are you trying to do?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have a little section here to I'm gonna have a little section here for people to come in for their for food. There we go. That's closer to what I was aiming for. That is ugly as shit, but I don't even care anymore. This whole place is lopsided now. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Ship it. Wow, how's that for bizarre?
No, that's good. Ow! What if you went smaller?
I mean, I probably could fit in that way. Or I just made this so massively uneven that nothing I do is going to work right. Actually, that's a very good assessment. Yes.
Well, what if you go down to 13 instead of, what is that on 16?
It was on 23. It's not that. It's That's good enough, because I can put the stuff right here. Have a little introductory statue thing there. It's got room for a couple seats, I think. I don't know, it's kind of narrow.
Maybe go 16 instead of 13.
That was 16.
Oh.
I mean, I could put it all around this polar bear section. Could do that.
And just have all of your shops in the middle.
In fact, if we're going to do that... There we go. So now I can have the decorative thing here, I can have the shops in here, and then I can put the seating all along in here. That's going to interfere with the lines too much. Oh. There we go. Each seat now has a light. For real?
Yep.
Okay, well, you know what? I got it to work. Good enough. I mean, it's stupid as hell, but good enough. Alright, so. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these corners and I'm going to shorten it off a little. And that... No! I'm going to take a corner and shorten off, and that's where I'm going to put all the access bits. Alright, I should still be at a reasonable size. Yep, okay. Okay, what do I absolutely need? I need a staff room. I need a keeper hut. Don't really need the rest of it. They can run for that. So, okay. And then I need to have some kind of power. Yep. And then I need water treatment and water regulation. Oh, it does not want to interact with that. Well, okay. Alright, so what we'll do instead, we'll put those there. Alright, I think I can decor those to a reasonable amount. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to be really, really heavy on the decors all. Okay. And they definitely need a sizable chunk of swimmable terrain. Should probably make sure that the water thing reaches that, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah, and that would be the problem. Okay. Let's just undo all that work. Yeah, it's going to be easier for me to flatten the foundation at this point. There's no money in this game, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, is flatten the foundation expensive?
It costs money. It's not super expensive, but it can add up. Alright, so what I really need to do is I need to have water section out here. Make sure we're deep enough, because Lord knows we got enough of those complaints. Let's see. I need to smooth this out a bunch. Make sure they can actually get there. Alrighty. That should make them happy, I believe. Yeah, that more than matches it. Okay. So now I gotta figure out what else I'm gonna do for the landforms here. I think I'm going to make sort of a mountainy area over here. Yeah, I'm going to have this whole thing slope upward. flatten out the backside to make sure they can't climb anywhere. And in theory, that backside should be invisible from anywhere a guest can see. I'll double check. I didn't actually check the fence height. I can always mess with it. 6.6 feet, so I probably have to raise it slightly. Yeah, it's just short of the required height.
Hit the circle.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that's a thing. The hell am I doing? Oh, right. Need to set up a zone for this. And I need to assign me some crew. Not a caretaker. I need a keeper. Definitely need a mechanic. Okay. Huh. Inaccessible. Why is that inaccessible?
What's inaccessible?
For some reason it was saying that it was inaccessible to the pen?
Yeah, do you have a way for people to get out of there?
Yeah.
Where?
Right here. The other one's going to it. Yeah, one of them made it. Okay, a bit of soil and sand and everything else rock. Okay. Gonna be lots of rock here. Oh, for a fill all button. Once I get the cooler set up, I'm going to sprinkle this liberally with snow to break up the repetitive pattern stuff, but for now I just want to get this covered in rock and go from there, because rock they'll take any amount of. How am I on grass? He's got a little bit of grass, but he'll accept a little grass, so I'm gonna have to lump it. Alright, we're gonna go down intensity a little bit and just smooth out some of this. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of roughening just to make this section a little less flat. And then I kind of almost want to make a cave here for him. I think I will. Now the question is, can they get into it?
Or are they considering it to be shelter?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. Well, it says it has enough hard shelter. I don't know if they're actually going to use that or not, but I guess we'll find out, huh?
So many bears do you have?
I'm going to have 2.
Did the second one ever get delivered?
Not yet. He's on the way now. Alright, so let me give them a little sand right here where they can get in. Let me give them a little soil up in here where it's not quite as rocky. And once I'm done with everything else, then I'll start adding the snow.
What you doing?
What's that?
What you doing? You can click the thingy in the animal tab to do.
Oh,
the
right.
shelters. Just makes it easier.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Snow rocks. Let's see. I want to turn off a line to surface because it's always easier if I don't bother. Do want random rotation though. see now. I don't know how well polar bears climb. So let's go ahead and turn on the habitat. Oh, okay. So they can get in there. They can get on top of those through the back. But they can't get on top of them in general. Let's see. Gotta smooth that out a little bit to make sure they can get to it. Okay, good. All that's inaccessible to them. We don't have to worry about that going bad. How's my crabs?
Brown's in the food dish.
Oh, I guess they're really liking that, aren't they?
I don't know if they're eating or just sitting there.
It's kind of hard to tell with them. My hermit crabs got dandelions today for food.
For the first time?
For the first time, and they immediately said, "Oh, goody!" and went to town. So.
He just kind of looks frozen. You said green was in there?
Oh yeah, green was in there earlier. We just call them brown and green for the color of the shells they're wearing. It's just easier that way.
Because they haven't swapped shells.
Yeah, as of yet, they haven't been interested in swapping shells, so.
He's just like frozen like a statue.
Unless he noticed you looking. They do notice, like, if we happen to, like, go past the bedroom light, we'll get between them and that light, and they'll basically freak the fuck out. So they do notice shit like that. Okay, so I definitely need to add coolers. And because I am who I am, I'm going to try to stash them in the rocks where no one will see them in theory. That's nice and cool. That's pretty good. Do so I'm gonna have some Tundra rock. Yeah. I could, in theory, I suppose, just hide these in the ground, but what's the fun in that? That's just cheating. I think that's good enough. Make sure I haven't accidentally made any fucking escape locations. Nope. So far, so good. Alright, so let's see. Let's give them a feeding station down there. And it's time for enrichment. What do we do for food enrichment? So there's food enrichment. Gotta give them a couple toys. I think what I want to do is I want to give them a couple tires over here. Give them reason to show up within view of people. Snowball, maybe. And cardboard box, because who doesn't love cardboard boxes? Yeah, because that gives them a playable area on the cardboard box. They do want some tree coverage, so... Which I was not aware of, to be perfectly honest. I didn't know they did that. Okay, definitely gonna go with the Himalayans. I want these things to be scraggly as fuck. Probably get rid of line of surface though. Pine trees. Not a bunch, but enough to clearly indicate some kind of living is going on there. Let's see, I want to paint a little snow on here too. Let's see, intensity 70. Let's up the size a little. Lower the intensity as I go along. Make sure the polar bear isn't suddenly running for the escape pod, as it were. That'd be the last thing we need. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that, for all that it's kind of weak. Like, it's not great, but it's kind of appropriate, and they have plenty of space. And the view should be within reason to spot them. Especially considering all of their interactives are near the front. So, guess we'll find out, huh? Take a moment to enjoy the awesome graphics. Because again, having grown up on Zoo Tycoon, seeing something like this is still very impressive. Now, if they don't mind a little bit more coverage, I think I want to add more trees on this side. Come on, I know you were here somewhere. Ponderosa pine, Himalayan pine, there we go. Okay, that looks a little better. That kind of frames the bare mountain, as it were. Yes, we've got foresty. I think I want to build this up with snow blocks to make sort of a mountainy shape, even though I know it's going to reduce their living space because it's not going to be climbable. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I prefer to use these big honking stones and then put little stones to break up the form, just because it's the only stone that really takes up a lot of space. Okay, that's a little bit better. It highlights better. And I think, ultimately, I'm just going to have to clad the back wall there. I don't think there's anything I can do about these walls other than just cladding them. In theory, I could have gone and, gone the whole, deep pit that they can't climb out of route, but I'm a little leery to do that. It takes up a lot of space and it's a lot of effort and it doesn't always work out. So I tend to do that only when I'm absolutely sure it's going to work. Definitely have to add those to my work zone here. Oh, they don't have to be added to. Okay. Looks like my worker's already checking it out anyhow. I know you're bored, dude, but what you want from me? It's a big-ass exhibit. Where's my bears? Oh, they're probably deep in water, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I hate to admit it. I think I'm going to get rid of your fish thing there, dude. Kind of want you guys up here The crowds can see you. And seeing as I can't do underwater viewing very well... Okay, so... Let's see, definitely going to need a toilet. I'm pretty sure they're a long ways away from those. I think I'm going to just do classic shop types. Because I did this over in my other section. I did that over in like over here in the grassland section. I did the whole elaborate cave thing, and I had the little stands there and everything. It's working out okay, but I do think I want to go ahead and not do that over here. I don't think I want to put up with that. And let me guess, you need power, don't you? Oh no, you've got power. Okay. Okay, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do for my structures. I could do the Arctic wood front. Maybe do Arctic wood. Maybe do Arctic wood as a literal, like, front piece, and then add some stuff to the back and everything. Kind of make it look a little bit more... archway there. Want flat roofs. Arctic wood flat. Never noticed that before, the Arctic wood beams. The architectural beam I might be able to use for something. Okay, so ship fragments. I might be able to do something with that. Oh. Good decorative posts. Angle snap. Turn off random rotation, thank you. So that's not terrible, and it breaks things up a little bit. I'll probably have to fuck with that. Oh. Oh, that's a little topper. Can I align the surface on that? I can. Oh, then. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Kind of happy with that. Duplicate that and send it right out back. Yep. Oh. Interesting. Never saw that before either. Is that a bird? I think it is. Oh, that's well done. That is a workshop thing, though, I think, so I cannot use that. Because we has rules, damn it. break up the bathroom with the other lines with ice blocks. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. It's gonna look stupid as shit by the time I'm done with it. They don't have an angle dice. Okay, alright. They've got the walls, there's the panels. Okay. We're in business here, so 4x2 panel. They're going to have a feature coming out where you'll be able to like move this stuff on like both axes at the same time. Well, I suppose it's axi, isn't it? Both of these at the same time you'll be able to use, which sounds really friggin' nice. Because it would be very nice to be able to. It'd be very nice to be able to move these things a little bit smoother when possible. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. I'm definitely going to add an access door to the back here, because employees got to get in somehow. Okay, so I'm definitely going to check out that Arctic Eve at one point. Helps if I knew what the hell I was building. Okay, so that gives me a little bit idea that I want to build a little higher. So what I'm going to do is, you know, 1 meter might do. Nope, I want 2 meter. Oh. So if I do that, that looks dumb as fuck. Alright, let's see here. Maybe if I get rid of the ice thing, it won't look quite as awkward. So maybe if I use the Arctic stuff instead. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Didn't we have a curve piece? Yeah. That's not bad. It's unusual, but it's not bad. Alright, let's see. Can I get you off of the post? And off of that. Yeah, it's weird, but it works for me. In other words, it's ugly as hell, but I've already done it, so what you gonna do? We had the Arctic eaves here. Oh. Oh, I like that. Ooh, yes. That is actually a worthwhile addition, yes. I don't know about those, though. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but I think I'd have to really lean into the wreckage thing, and I don't know if I really want to. I think I want to put lights on these, though. I wonder if that's feasible. Like, I know they have lamp posts, but do they have just lamps that attach to the side there that I can use? Okay, watch your eyes a second. I'm gonna plunge this in the dark and see how stupid this looks. Fairly stupid. That's okay. No position snap on those, huh? Kind of surprised, not gonna lie. Let's see. I do have to add all this to the zone again. Alright, let's see. There we go. And that way, we've got staff that I can assign to it. And then I definitely think I want to have at least one break person. And you can go and give them breaks, and I don't have to hear about it. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Oh, they're probably cold. Yeah, they're probably cold. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe I can put a heater in. If I put heaters in... Put heaters in here. It's not worth it. They're not complaining that bad. Honestly, if I was really worried about that, I could just go and... I could have gone and just enclosed everything and gone that way. It's alright. Oh, you know what? Could I put it here? I could. Watch your eyes, gonna bump the lights back on. Boop. That is fucking terrible as only a bad PR person can make it. I love it. It's disgusting. Oh god, I never put in garbage cans, so of course they're just dumping everything. Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh my god, that's terrible. Alright, watch your eyes again. Gonna snap on the lights. Boop. Oh, you know what? I think I'd much rather have you go in the same direction. I think that would just look better. There we go. No. I've made the northmost snack and drink. Complete with snow effects.
Wow, and all you're giving them is cold bottled water.
Yeah, well.
Isn't it gonna freeze? No hot coffee?
Oh, God, you've got a point. Damn it. No, I'm not gonna give in. Nope. That's right, I never did add donation things. Again, don't necessarily need donation things at this point, but it's good practice to have them.
How many bears do you have?
2. Well, 2 polar bears.
Educators talking on your side?
No, I'm probably gonna add the educators at the end. Like, there's no point in adding educators now when I'm just gonna have to redo the entire fucking thing. Oh my god, it's a little fluffy penguin.
Do you still have them breeding?
I think so. Well, I think some arrived after I turned all the breeding off. Excuse me. Many apologies. Ugh, gross. I think
Why
I'm...
are people pissed?
Where?
Down at the bottom.
That's not piss, that's population.
No. The smiley face. Why are they pissed?
Oh, let's see. Not enough toilets. Not enough education.
Is it my section where there's not enough potties? I've got potties everywhere.
I mean... You've got no one on your side, but then again... They would all be on my side. I just put in polar bears.
Yeah,
I stole all your customers.
you did. With all of your bears.
It's unbearable.
Your bears bring all the girls to the yard.
Really? You're gonna try to one-up the worst possible pun for the circumstances?
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, I've got 2 restaurants and a walk-through capybara. I've got Asian elephants.
I got polar bears. Okay, I've got education on them. Add education to these guys. Oh. I got it. I got it. A little tough, but I got it. And you know what? It hides it well. What do I guess they're saying about my polar bear exhibit? Oh, I'm shocked. I would have thought people would have been bitching just because of, you know, how much distance there has to be, but it looks like my plan to make sure that the bears are within range worked so far. Well, that's what I was going to do. Just gonna break up the emptiness there. That's a little better. When I decor back here, I'm probably going to decor... Like, if we're going to do decor outside the lines, I'm probably going to do it to match whatever it is that's in front of it. So, like, this will all be alpine stuff. Unless there's an objection to that.
No.
Okay.
I just didn't know we were gonna, like, you were originally thinking of putting animals over there. I thought it was either gonna be, like, guest education, or, like, scenery, or, like, a drink stand.
Probably just scenery.
Or, like, bathrooms or something.
Probably just scenery. Ugh. Probably should add a bathroom out here just because reach. And a stupid topper there. Oop. That is not as intended. Okay. Oh, I get it. It's because I put the flat roof on and then... There we go. Angle I can view at. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Put you on. And then I had the decorative stuff. What is... Oh, facility without power. Yeah, I'm working on it. Let's see. I had the post topper. Had the 4-meter post. That'll do. Let's see. Power.
Oh.
The fuck?
I don't know how to imitate that sound.
What sound? Jesus. Hey, thanks, honey. Okay, so I can hide that later. So now we've got a bathroom to wander to. Let's see. I need to figure out what my next animal's gonna be. Doing Tundra. Okay, I did all the bears. Got red fox, reindeer, timber wolf. Got the seal. $2,000 for the fox. Okay, so the foxes are like 2,000 each. Which means I could probably do whatever I'm going to do here and cut it in half. That was the clink of my hermit crab getting into trouble. So, what I could do is I could put this... Put this here. Do is I can, well, if I divide it like that, well, then I can put the viewing on lengthwise. $25,000. 17,000. Okay. I actually have room for bigger animals there. So what I think I might do is I think I'll do bigger animals here. Okay, I might do the caribou and the wolves. And over here, I might build a building for all these smaller area animals. And just have the Arctic exhibit something or other. I'll figure it out. We'll shop it later. But, I think that's what we're going to end up doing, because, like, you guys, 6,000 feet. You guys are 12,000. Yeah, so the Arctic wolf is 12,000. 15,000, 2 to 8. So that's 25. That's 17. So, okay, I can do the Arctic wolf. Do appreciate they've got behavior changes coming up on these things too. kind of want viewership to be on the curve here, but I'm not sure how well people will see for the stuff that's all the way back there.
Really good.
Or, alternatively, I build an actual deliberate observation area here. Like a little walkthrough area. Not too good. Of course, I could move this a little bit more. Now I've got... Okay, so now I've got a little viewing area, I think.
Like a molten bomb.
Ooh. My darling wife has made for me peanut butter blossoms, the holiday treat that I oftentimes have outside of holidays.
So, cookies. I made you cookies.
Yes, you made me very good cookies, thank you.
I'll have to take your word for it because I don't eat them.
What's that?
So I'll have to take your word for it because I don't eat those.
Sorry. I appreciate your sacrifice.
What you put in here?
Arctic wolves. No. I'm just changing how I've got it subdivided. I wanted to split it a little bit more evenly.
Oh god, zoom out.
What?
You're almost done.
This section over here is... I'm actually going to make a walkthrough area. For,
There's one
for...
Tundras?
No, like, walkthrough as in, like, this is a building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's going to be a much more elaborate. Oh, you know what? I could put the den here and have an actual, like, viewing area for the den too. Now, I only want one now.
You only want one wolf?
No, I only wanted one section of wall. Well, it's not that big of a deal. Oh well. What?
Oh, a new hat model in WoW.
Oh.
Understandable.
I can't help you there, to be honest. I don't understand much of their design philosophy nowadays, so not really my thing anymore. My darling wife has finally kicked the WoW habit.
At least for now.
It's gonna be... You'll have trouble trying to go back if you bother. You'll find out. Don't forget, I said the same thing too at one point. Habitat 40, okay. So we're going there.
The biggest thing is that I can't afford it right now, so, and I can't play this expansion.
Well, yeah. Before I send that over here, I kind of want to build this up real quick. Because I think I just want to duplicate this same item. Like the same set, rather than making a fresh set each time. Oh god, that was not intentional. I think that's even-ish. Or at least even enough. That looks terrible. I love it. Oh, hi there! I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had someone join in. Forgive me, I am usually quite quiet when I have no one to talk to. Thanks for joining in, I appreciate it. I assume you've just first visited here, so what's going on here is me and my wife are actually doing a competition zoo where we've got identical maps and we have identical goals. So like this first section here, both of us did grasslands, and right now we're working on Arctic stuff. And ultimately we're going to do like a tour at the end, just as like a comparison thing, and just kind of argue about who is better. Isn't that right, dear?
Kinda.
Yeah, you're allowed to laugh.
Something along those lines.
You know, after I crush you. But,
Excuse me, my pathways are so much prettier than yours.
They're pathways in Planet Zoo. They can't be pretty. It doesn't work that way.
At least I have lighting.
I'm not done yet. As you can tell, we cheerfully bicker about who's doing better, and guess we'll find out when I'm right. Let's see here. Huh. I'm gonna have to lower all these. Whoopsie. Ah, well. Could be worse. And that was not intentional. Oh well. Yeah, we basically swapped the save file in between sessions. So my wife played earlier today. After she was done, she told me she was finished. I went and I got the save file off of her and brought it over to my computer. And we just take turns. Right now she's streaming this 2 days a week to my one because she is a very detailed but very slow builder. So when we first started this, she got like at least a couple sessions ahead of me, and it took months for us to get to the point where we were both working on it at the same time again. But this is actually her section here, so as you can see, she does very elaborate building. It is very lovely. Okay, don't get me wrong. But it also takes her a great deal more time usually. Of course, that seems to kind of pay off sometimes. Like, I didn't even know they had these in here. And of course, she got the ice theming, so I couldn't just rip her off on that. I had to do my own thing. So I'm going for a more naturalistic look. Something a little bit more effective, if not pretty. I haven't done a full lighting pass or anything like that. I've got underwater viewing for the seals and the penguins. Because why wouldn't you? But other than that, like, as you can see, it's very bare bones at the moment. Very simple. I just started, like, all of this was empty when I started today. Well, I appreciate the support regardless of source. I mean, if she's better, she's better. That's the way it is, and I'm okay with that. But we really know I'm better. We all know it. She can pretend, but we know. I'm going to get crushed when this eventually gets discussed as who did better. Just know it. Alright, so let's see here. I wanted to move all of you guys down just a little so that you're even with the bar there. Alright, now I'm going to use the eaves to kind of cover up that ugliness. That is terribly ugly. I should point out, I actually completely redid my grassland section while I was waiting for her. Oh, did you just you just finished playing Planet Zoo, or you just finished playing something? But I actually ended up redoing like half of this grassland section. Everything up to here got gutted because it was very ho-hum and very drab. So I ultimately decided, you know what, I'm not happy with this. I've got all these Australian critters I'm putting in here. So I think what I want to do is I want to do one big exhibit. So I've just got my Pit of Australia here. Oh god, do I still have... I don't know if I ever took the platypus out. I had all these things. I had my wallabies. I had my my emus and stuff like that, and I had platypus in here. And as it turns out, they are very small creatures, and this is a very high viewing platform. People weren't really digging it. I should point out we're not in franchise mode because she tends to let things run when she's playing. I tend to pause it, which means if we were in franchise mode, it would just be dead critters everywhere. We really didn't want to put up with that for this, not for this competition. I am going to challenge her to a franchise mode face-off at one point, where we'll have our own separate files, and we'll just do comparison at the end of it. But yeah, so I've got big elaborate cave system. I think I could have sworn I moved them over. Did I? Yes, that's right. That's right. I ended up putting my what's it called, platypus here. That's really awkward. That's a really awkward thing to try to figure out the plural to. I'm pretty sure it's just platypus, but who knows. And my meerkats ended up over here. They used to be over in the big drive-through section, but every time they were right over here, and every time the drive-through area got over here, there would be meerkats on the rails, and those meerkats would not. I've got to adjust those lights. That's terrible. The meerkats would not get off the rails. I used to have it going down on the ground through. No, my meerkats are here. What's over here?
I thought Lulu kept sitting on the tracks. The meerkats are supposed to be over there.
I have a random meerkat left in the old exhibit.
Oh, he must be so sad.
Oh, it must be so pissed.
You should move him.
Yeah, I'm going to. That's terrible.
No.
Oh, God. Like, at least half of them are still there.
Oh, you're gonna have an overcrowded meerkat exhibit.
How many do I have in here?
I don't know.
This is a side effect of us, changing the files and her running things while they're playing. Everything's on birth control now because my population just exploded.
Excuse me.
Wow, I'm going to have a lot of meerkats in here. Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I can't have it run the entire time I'm playing because I start chugging. I'm in pause most of the time.
Then why do I always show up and my critters are all in disarray?
Because you left them in disarray. I have to play.
I'll have you know, all my critters were perfectly happy where I left them.
The only time I let it run is if I'm trying to see if the animal's happy with the exhibit, if I need to adjust something, or if I'm adjusting lighting. Most of the time I'm in pause because my computer's getting chuggy.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to take care of that soon. But, yeah, I appreciate that. I've been trying to pick weirder animals than I normally do. There is an advantage to us doing it by biome, where you have a much smaller group of selection to go through to decide, hey, this is what I want to actually use. So, I'm putting at least one set of wolves in here in the immediate future. I don't know what's going in here yet. But ultimately, I've got a big thing of polar bears, which is working out remarkably well. Last I checked, people were very happy with it, which is bizarre considering how much space they need. I've got 2 different kinds of bears. I've got a dog sitting on top of my laundry. Hi, puppy.
King of the clean laundry.
You would show up right after we do the laundry. Yes. Let's see here. My penguins. I got my seals. I've got 2 different kinds of bears over there. It's working out pretty good. Over here, I'm going to do an interior exhibit. So I'm going to build, like, there's a whole bunch of little Arctic animals, like all the foxes and whatnot, that only need a little bit of space. So I want to do a big interior thing where they have, like, a concrete section of their own to an inside building. I do that on occasion. Like, I like to do that with my reptiles and stuff like that, make a reptile house. But I think I'm going to do that just to make something different over here. Just to have some kind of structure to look at. Let's see. I should probably find out where my actual wolves are. I don't know if they're... Okay, they are supposed to be in transit, so... Habitat 40, yes. Let's get you cranking. So I think this section... I'm going to have 2 viewing sections. I'm going to have this one here that's going to face most everything else. But I think their den's going to be over here, and I'm just going to have like a separate section just for that. I always liked that. I tend to do like this might actually end up being like a big cave walkthrough for you to get to that point where you're looking in at the animal, because I like doing that sort of thing, sort of integrating people into the environment, as it were. Alright, let's see what we need for this critter to be happy. Let's see here. Okay, so, no to grass. Okay. Alright, let's see. So we're going to crank the intensity to start with, just so I can get everything covered. Looks like you're mostly soil, so let's start with soil. Oh boy, slow terrain painting. It's beautiful. I would go faster, but whenever I go faster, I just end up like this, and there's huge sections I have to go digging for all the green. Like this. Do apologize for my voice. I'm a little raspy today for some reason. Could be my allergies. They are going amok right now. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I think I want like a central mountain type thing going on between these. So I'll have like a little hill, little mountain here that they can kind of climb on and play with and everything and be wild critters. And then I want sloping down towards the main viewing area. So I've got the main viewing area here for this section, so it's going to be, you know, facing down into here. This section, I think I only have this as a named area, so this might be a little bit hard to do properly. There might be some hidden sections. I hope not, but you know, what you gonna do? Let's see here, and then I'm going to go through here, and I'm gonna have to smooth that first. I'm gonna have the fence. I know they like some degree of woodland, so I'm gonna put the fence up along the roof, along the mountain here. Not a big deal, because it's just gonna be covered with trees. You're not gonna be able to see the actual wall all that well. Do they not have moose? I could have sworn they added that. They have moose. Oh, and it's a tundra critter. Well, guess what I'm going to be installing? Let's see, what do we need for space for them? 8,000 and 2,000 worth of swim. 11,300. I might be able to put moose in next to these. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, well, that's what I'm going to be doing. I guess I'm going to have moose. Pretty sure these are going to have to be really friggin' tall now. That is not what I wanted to do. Did you know they have moose?
I think it's one of the newer ones. I thought you were putting in wolves.
I am. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll end up doing rock cladding to kind of hide that. So I'll do basic line surface. Okay, random rotations off. So I'll do just basic rock cladding and a couple larger rocks, kind of break it up, make it look more like a natural feature. And I'll use that to hide all the terrain here. I gotta find out what those moose require, because I get the feeling they're a little bit more picky on their fence. 4.5 feet?
That lies.
There's no way.
I set my flamingo to the height they said, and they were jumping over the fence. That's short. I would just go with 6.
Yeah, because this is saying 4.5 feet, and I know that stuff can jump, so. Yeah, did you know about all the features coming up in the next little miniature thing update? Because apparently they've got behavior changes and all this other stuff, which is kind of gnarly. Okay, that subdivided pretty good. Alright, so I was working on your terrain. Yeah, moose are terrifying creatures. Just absolutely horrifying. Well, big thing is they're going to make it so that the animals don't freak out quite as much when it comes to dominance and everything. They're going to make it so that if the animal has offspring, they won't get angry as easily with the offspring. And then they're also going to make it so that in the past, when you removed an animal from those kind of conditions where they were having fights over who's the alpha and everything, if you put them back in, they'd immediately just flip out. What they're going to do now is basically when you remove a creature for a while, it'll eventually lose its status. It'll become an outsider again. And when you put it back in, it won't immediately go for dominance. If I'm reading correctly, I only kind of skimmed it, so... But, so basically, there's going to be a lot more of that. Oh, goodness, I wish I could remember. My wife actually knows a lot better than me what all the additions are. She's been, she watches it a lot closer than news. But just, they've got that going on. They've got, nuts. They had some really good stuff coming on, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm going to check this real quick. Do you remember what else they're adding aside from the animal behavior changes?
They're doing the new management system so that you can keep track of introducing new animals outside of the herd to see, you know, if they're allowed to breed with the rest of them, if they've been accepted, and if it's getting stressy and stuff. They're breaking down a new way to view that information. They're adding a toggle to the XY axis thing.
Oh, that's right.
They're adding null paths.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful.
So that you can kind of like do your own custom pathing to a degree. It said something about you couldn't put buildings on the null path.
Well, that's because it's a path, you know.
I don't know if you can put it along it, but you know, we'll see.
I am super looking forward to the additional
XY
axis
toggle,
thing,
yeah.
Because you know you go to detail move and you can only move, you know, you can only go this way and then you have to go this way if you want to do anything. What they're going to basically add in is you're going to be able to go diagonal.
No, they're toggling so that you can just move either on X or on Y, I think.
No, because they specifically said so you can move on both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was why I was all excited about the damn thing.
Then that's for the free update. The DLC, which is also coming out same day, they are adding 200 new scenery pieces, and they're adding 5 new animals, which is gonna be a gibbon, a fossa, some kind of Asian caiman or something. A sloth that's going to be a walkthrough exhibit, and I can't remember who number 5 is.
Was there a number 5? I thought there was only 4.
No, there was 5.
As you can tell, she memorized this way better. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through and redo everything. Like the inside here is probably gonna be mostly rock and everything. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for shelter first.
I had to rescue those out of the oven because the timer went off. Let me pull up my email. Or you know what? I have.
And I'm ultimately going to add more materials to this to make it more natural looking. This is just to make sure everything's blocked off.
Oh, okay. So it's the Lar Gibbon, the fossa, the Asian water monitor.
Oh, that's right. They're adding
the
another
red river
lizard.
hog, and then the brown-throated sloth, which is going to be a walkthrough exhibit animal.
Yeah, I forgot they're adding another lizard.
I forgot the hog.
So again, this looks terrible. It'll look better when I'm done, but this will give me the general cover that I'm going to use. Let's see here. Yeah, so I gotta say, they've been doing really well, Paradox, with handling this. Paradox as a company tends to have some really bad DLC setups. So I gotta give them credit. They have been doing remarkably well with both DLC and free content in this one. It's nothing like, say, Prison Architect. Oh, that's a property they're not taking care of proper. Alright, so let's see. So, and I'm gonna have you. We're gonna get rid of angle to surface here. I do think I'm gonna do random rotation though. Is that impacting their roof any? No. Okay. Back to line of surface. One of these days I'm going to learn these bloody keyboard shortcuts. One of these days. Okay, I see no holes. I think I'm going to flatten that down just a little bit. There we go. Smooth you out a little. Make sure you've got... That was a timber wolf, I believe. Yes. No. Let's just double check. Arctic wolf. Oh, wait. Did I put the... No, I put the right one in there. Okay. Oh, I was thinking of the bloody foxes, that's what. But, yeah, so... Yeah, even base game, again, they've added so much, quality of life stuff, which, again, Paradox usually likes to, like... They'll go and they'll put in, like, an update, but the update doesn't mean anything unless you're playing the latest DLC or something like that. That's something that just Paradox as a company tends to do. So, I'm all for them... You know, making something that actually improves the base game as well.
Which game?
Planet Zoo. They were talking about they only play the base game, so...
Yeah, I mean, it is nice that they do put in free updates as well. For those that can't afford or don't want to spend extra money. It is nice that it's not just strictly DLC stuff, that you can get some stuff in the free updates.
Yeah, like all the stuff she described, stuff for the animals are in that upcoming update. So
well, not the scenery pieces, but
well, I meant the behavior changes and all that.
Yeah, the behavior changes, the null path, the XY axis toggle thingy. You kept saying Paradox, so I was confused. It's Frontier.
Paradox is the publisher.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I've never seen Paradox listed anywhere that I noticed.
No, they are the ones who are doing the publishing, not
not the developing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as a publisher, they oftentimes will push for things. No. Thank you, kitty. No, please don't play with that. That's my microphone. Come on.
Come on.
Hi. Yeah, I love you, but now's not the time. Mwah. Come on.
He's being weird. He has
Go on, you.
food up there.
I'll give you cuddles later, buddy.
Go on.
Okay, right. So let's fix that terrain, because obviously they don't want just soil. They like a fair bit of rock. So, let's see. What I'm going to do is, again, we're going to go at 100 for now, just to kind of get the rough outline sorted. Let's see, and then I'm going to... Okay, so let's see. They don't mind a little bit of sand, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little sand right here. In this section that they're going to be in, because I'm going to end up putting the food enrichment there, and then the toy enrichment will probably end up here somewhere. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so they're relatively happy with that, so I'm gonna do a little brushing here to make this a little less grainy, over textured, repetitive garbage. let's see, do a little smooth rock to smooth out the sections here. Alright, let's see. And then I think, let's see, they take a little short grass, don't they? What on earth is that noise? Is that? Huh. Got a weird staticky noise. I wonder where that came from. Yeah, he did, but I didn't think it was that. I don't know if you actually heard that static or if it was just my earphones, maybe. Who knows?
Is it still doing it?
No.
Oh, sorry, I was in the other room doing the...
No, you're good. Yeah, like I said, I tend to give it a minute before I actually go and try to blend it all together, just so I have a rough idea what I'm working with, you know? Alright, let's see here. Are they like
so
that?
Is this still the wolves or is this the moose?
This is the wolves. I haven't actually done the moose yet. Wolves are coming first. So let's see. I definitely... North America. Are the moose count as North America? I'm pretty sure they do, but let me just double check.
They're all over.
Okay, they do count as North America. Okay, good. That means I don't have to worry about overlap from the trees. Let's see. Turn off line of surface here. So I can do... Do I have random rotation? Okay. Bring that a little short there. Boop. Yeah, I like that. There's one thing I do wish they had. I really wish you could pick, like, multiple, like, say, trees. So I could pick all 3 of these trees and have it randomly select between different versions of it. I've played a few games that do stuff like that, and I really wish they did it on this one, but, you know, what you gonna do? But I do wish they had that. It would make it a lot easier to make for good foliage patterns and whatnot. Alright, let's see here. And I definitely want... Oh. Yeah, I kind of do want a couple cedar in here, I think, to give us different... Oh. Oh, you know what? I bet if I do cedar on the moose side, give it a little bit of a layer effect. Oh, that's a little too big. Yeah, there we go. Give us a little bit of layering to the little faux forest. Let's see. Ponderosa pine might work. I don't know. I don't really care for that much. Yellow cedar is not going to work. That eats up way too much space. Festive tree isn't going to happen. I honestly don't know how they'd react to that, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm not sure, like, what happens if you put a festive tree in with animals. I imagine nothing good, but...
Well, I mean, realistically, they would try to eat those bulbs off of the tree.
Well, I've seen some stuff where, like, I watch a lot of zoo programs. Secret Life of the Zoo, stuff like that. It's just catnip for me, basically. And I've seen them do like I've seen them do like actual Christmas trees where they add like edible stuff specifically because they know, hey, we're gonna eat this. So rather than trying to resist it, they just kind of go with it. All right, let's see. Time for some ground cover here.
Didn't realize it was that close. Sorry.
Ah, it's okay. It happens. You okay? Yeah. Let's see. Some bushes.
I was talking to Tim.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. So, we're definitely going to add some ground cover underneath the trees. Yeah, I wish, honestly, I had been aware of that option back when I was younger. I'm now in my early 40s. It's too late to get into a new job career, really, for me, especially considering I'm having other problems. So it's really not going to happen now. I wish I'd known a little bit sooner. It may have given me a little bit more of a goal in my life. But it's too late now. So do you actually go to real life zoos, or do you just stick to the digital? Which I point out there's nothing wrong with. Never been to a zoo? Ah, fair enough. It does kind of depend on the zoo, I should point out. I live in basically northwest Arkansas area. So we live near Tulsa, which has a pretty good zoo. And it is a very nice zoo. I've been to some much less enjoyable zoos. Thankfully, no horror shows, but...
Cape May County Zoo wasn't bad for being a free zoo either.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
I think they were free, or it was a small donation or something. It was not that expensive. And I haven't been to Philadelphia Zoo since I was in, like, 5th grade, 6th grade, so I don't really remember that much about it.
Ah, okay, fair enough, my man, fair enough. Yeah, I can only imagine. But hey, at least you got digital zoo critters. It's not the same, but it's something. Ah, that's just a depressing fucking statement. Ah, well, could be worse. I'm sure global warming would take care of all that for us anyhow. And problem solved. Sorry, I can be a downer sometimes. I endeavor not to be. So I do apologize ahead of time. Well, my question is, again, I do not know. I am an American, which means I am by default ignorant as fuck. Are they zoos like we take care of the animal zoos, or are they zoos like India's, hey, look, here's an animal, now give us money, and don't worry about the cage zoo? Said Belgrade. I'm actually gonna look that up when I'm done today, I think. Assuming my goldfish memory doesn't fail me. Well, now I'm just more curious. Come on, get it. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look that up now, because now I'm really curious. I'm curious, what a zoo is like elsewhere, you know? I've never had a chance to travel or anything. Travel's for rich people, so... Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen a lion. There's plenty of places that I've been that have tigers down here, but I've never seen a lion. Weirdly enough. Which is really weird, because you'd think that would be, like, super common, but... I don't know if it's just too much trouble to keep them going over here or something. I have no idea. Alright, before I box you in too much, let's have a look. Okay, you're happy with all that. Let's get your enrichment in real quick. Because a happy critter is an entertaining critter. Wow, really? That's all they... Oh, that's feeders. Okay. I was going to say... Okay, well, definitely cardboard boxes. Everyone loves cardboard boxes. We're going to put you... Yes, we're going to put you right here, front and center. Have yourself some cardboard boxes. Tennis balls. You can chase those around. Let's go and tuck you in there. Yeah. Yeah, I bet they are, considering you have to have a decent size population of them, I suppose. Because I can only imagine how you deal with a large pack predator in an enclosed environment. That's got to be a mess. Come on, tell me you can climb on this. Okay, whew. I was going to say, I hope it really isn't stuck just down here, because that would have been a lot of work for nothing. Oh, yeah. The Tulsa Zoo I mentioned, they're actually, like, building a new elephant exhibit because they had a very bad one. Like, it was very small for the number of elephants they had, because they only had a couple, but it was a very, very small, flat, empty place. And so they recently got funding through public offers and donations and stuff. So now they're actually going and making an appropriate-sized elephant structure. And you know it's appropriate size because you look at it and realize it's the size of, like, a school. Which I'm all for, because they're big critters that need space. It's a shame that when they don't get it. Alright, let's see. So, they can move around on there. Oh, I forgot to that's what I was going to check. Okay, they can move around on that too. So, we are going to put a feeder right there. Yep. Huh. Oh, thank you, dearest.
What?
Hmm?
What are you hawing?
Oh, they're telling me about zoos in Serbia. Which, again, I don't really get a chance to travel, so it is quite interesting to me.
You'd never be able to get on a plane now anyway, but...
Well, granted, with all my problems, travel wouldn't happen even if I could afford it now, but...
A 2-hour flight is a serious question. I don't think you'd be able to do a 9+ hour flight anywhere and then have to get on another one. I just don't think it would happen.
No, that would never happen. Forgive me, my sound effects are almost over. I'm just gonna have a quick drink.
I'm not discouraging it in any way.
Yeah, but we both know realistically there's no way I'd make it.
I know I struggle with a 2-hour flight myself.
Okay, so I think I've got everything I need for him. They're not happy with... Oh, is that not counting? Doesn't look like it's counting the ball. Maybe that isn't an enrichment for it. Huh. That is bizarre. Okay, cause it's not that. It's just that I have it marked for. Oh, I have it marked for Arctic fox. Oops. Yep, that would explain it. Whoopsie. Okay, that looks a little bit more reasonable. Okay, right. Yeah, the Tulsa Zoo is in a city, but it's a southern U.S. city, which means it's very wide instead of tall. So there's a lot of space around it. It's like it's surrounded by a big park too, so it's a little bit different. But
it's not in the city proper itself. It's sort of on the outer edge of the city because it's right next to the airport.
Yeah, so but that's a world of different from like in the middle of a real city. Yeah, that's got to be a mess.
It's very different from like say the Philadelphia Zoo, which is in the middle of Center City.
We never made it to that, did we?
I've been there alone when I was in grade school, but we never went together. We were trying to figure out how the fuck to get up there with the bus system.
Yeah, true. Not helpful.
Because the maps weren't exactly the clearest things in the world to figure out.
What was I double checking? My brain just completely skipped.
Arctic fox.
Social group would be fixed in a little bit. Enrichment is getting fixed.
No.
I can't remember what I was looking at.
I don't know. You asked me about Philly Zoo. What's the matter, Moses? Huh? What's wrong? I can't take you out just yet. I've still got cookies in the oven.
Let's see here. I was going to remove that from the group.
I know, but you have to wait a minute. Because I don't think you'll be done in time.
Oh. Sorry. I have some stuff on by default. That's okay. I'll do the research. It'll be worth it. Because now I'm immensely curious. Let's see. What am I doing? I'm adding workers. That way I don't get yelled at anymore. Let's see. So I do need to add...
fix the grasslands tour?
What's wrong with the grasslands tour?
They keep yelling that they're waiting for an educator.
I don't know what I can do about that. I really don't know what I can do about that. I can try. Alright, let's get you two landed, and we'll assign you to this area.
Yeah, I haven't played with the tours yet myself. I wanted to do a tour of like a specific like bug house or something, or like a location, but it needs to be near the front of the zoo to start it, because they don't want to walk a long way for the meetup.
Wow, really? I've never seen that either. We have tigers in most of the zoos that I've seen in this area, but I've never seen the white tiger thing before either. Alright, you guys finally happy? Oh, temperature, right. Let's see here. So, one of the things I like to do is I like to try to hide my temperature adjusters. Again, the whole idea is just to make things look as natural as humanly possible. Well, animally possible, digitally possible even. So I like to try to tuck them in corners, just kind of hide them out of the way in some places. Like, usually you like up against the rocks, around corners, just places that people can't easily see. Because I am a tremendous nerd like that. Alright, let's see how we're doing there. That should cover most of it. And this is far enough back I can just shove it in here. No one's going to see it. There we go. Let's see. Looks like you're all set. All right.
Eat these.
All right. Well, now who's complaining? Vet can't reach habitat. I think I had my vet separate.
Give me a couple more minutes, bud, okay? As soon as that tray's done.
Yeah, I had all my vets separate, so what I'll do is I'll add a vet here. I mean, Tulsa's a little bit more expensive. That's not a terrible shock. Tulsa's a reasonable price for my region, let me put it that way. I've seen far worse prices. I think, what was it for Tulsa, dear? Isn't it like, is it 14?
It's like 14 per person.
Yeah, it's 14 for adults,
like
which...
12 for
It's mid-range for what I've seen for around here, so...
Some zoos can be like $40 a person, 25.
Yeah, I've seen some of those, but that's not going to happen anytime soon either.
They're also much bigger zoos. Like, I think Tampa Zoo, or Zoo Tampa might be like $25 a person. But again, they're also a much larger zoo.
Alright, where did I drop you? I dropped you right there. So, we're going to assign you... I've got to redo some of these, or at least rename them. I'm doing such a terrible, terrible job keeping track. Did I not? What's your name? Weldon. Okay. No? Could have sworn I made one. Okay, well there's two empty ones, so I guess I'll... Okay, I know I made one, I just don't know where it is, so that's okay. We'll just put Weldon on that one now. Am I absolutely blind? There it is. Yes, yes I am. Okay, so now he can go play with it. Hi, my. That would be cat number 2 walking across my keyboard and immediately giving up.
Mama had to pee?
Facility with a... Oh. Good job. Good job. So let's just slap one of these down here. Question is, can I fit it in here? I can! Well, let's just cheese it. Problem solved. For now.
What'd you do?
Oh, I managed to wedge this in here. I forgot to add power to it.
At least they don't get mad about the solar panels. Come on, bud.
Yeah, true. There is that at least. Right. Moose.
Good job. That put in there.
Okay, well, I know which one of those I'm getting.
Okay.
Okay, they definitely need swimmable water. So, let's see. 215 feet of swimmable water is not really that much. Kind of surprised. So I don't have a water purifier set up. That's problematic. I don't think I have reach for any of them either. No, I don't. I could completely cheese it and just burrow a tunnel from here to...
I almost fell over.
You alright?
Yeah, my foot hit something and I lost my balance.
So I'm probably going to cheese it and just burrow a tunnel. Because I don't want to set up yet another water pump for 215 feet worth of swimmable. So let's go ahead and crank the intensity up here. We're going to make us a moat, make sure it's the right size. And once we're sure about all that, then I'll worry about the tunnel. Smooth it out for entry. Okay, let's check that. Number of animal species, where exactly? I'm not sure if you're talking about Belgrade or Tulsa or some other place. Oh, wow. That's a lot of water area. Okay, that's actually more water area than I necessarily need. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, if they've got white tigers and the like.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if they've got that, I can easily see them having, you know.
What? We went potty. You peed. You peed on your foot. I saw you. What's the matter? Do you not want this? I don't think you like this blanket.
Now, that word I do not know in the least. So what does that mean?
I don't think you like this blanket. Did you not like your cookie? That's what they're...
Oh, that is the actual website. Okay, I'm sorry. It took me a second. I thought that was... again, I'm an old person, so I never know when people are being, like, using new slang that I don't understand. Have that problem a lot with most people I know online. Gotta work with me here. I'm old.
American man, eh?
Yeah, sorry. We just not gonna lie. Almost every like quote unquote viewer that shows up on here right now is basically a spam bot. So we just leave it loaded in. Make it so that stuff nothing pops up. It's just it's too tiresome.
Did MoveBot axe the...
Yeah, they were trying to give us the link to
do you
the
want me to, allow
yep.
it?
To Belgrade Zoo. Which I am now I've got all the more reason to go look now that you've shared the link. What was it doing? Right. Right. Okay, so I gotta wait for them to get in here so I can figure out what they want. Oh, tunnel! That's what I wanted. Right. No more distraction. Probably just pissed off my seal something fierce.
I don't think that was supposed to go through the wash, but it did.
No, I actually put it in the wash. That was intentional.
Oh, I think you're supposed to hand wash those just so the washer doesn't eat it.
Ah, well, I guess I'll find out. I mean, I could probably try Google Translate or something, too. It won't be perfect, but it'll be something. Okay, so there's my terrain modification hole from when I first tried to put the underwater viewing. Let's see here. Okay. Now I just need... what would it be called? Grate? No, fence.
What are
Yes.
you looking for?
I'm looking for something to form a barrier, keep animals from going from through the waterway. It's not going to actually happen, but I'm weird like that. Yeah, that'll do.
My, what you doing?
She's being in trouble, as only an old cat can be.
She's looking all different.
I mean, could be porch cat. Or omnums.
I didn't see the sign of anybody out there earlier. Maybe she's just being weird.
Now you see, as someone who is fully aware that I am an American and therefore have no meaningful exposure to an awful lot of life, I will not even pretend to be able to pronounce that or read it. Because even if you gave me a phonetic write-up of it, I'm pretty sure I would screw it up bad enough to just embarrass myself. Oh, are you going to try to read it, dear?
I can't even see it.
I see. I did this for the lions because I've got another connected waterway here, and I did an elaborate, cement thing to indicate, hey, this is an actual thing. I don't know if I'm gonna bother doing that. What's that, dear? Zvoitenji.
I know that's not right at all, but I tried.
Well, I honor you for trying at least, dear.
I know I probably butchered the hell out of that and probably insulted someone, so my apologies.
Alright, there we go. Alright, now I've got my water connected. Oh, and they actually say it's pretty close.
Oh, really?
I mean, terrible accent, I'm sure, but...
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Just change the Z.
To what?
Well, that's the point where I said there's no way I'm going to get this right because it's going to have a different...
Oh, is it a W?
They said change the Z and say it like G in George.
Jordan Z?
Jordan Z? No, that's terrible and sounds French.
Ho ho.
Oh god, they want hard shelter too.
Bonjour mes amis, comment t'appelles-tu?
Yeah, my wife actually knew a little bit of French.
I did,
Then I got old from not using it, huh?
Then I left French class and didn't have a reason to use it anymore, and I forgot 95% of what I learned, and I could translate it fairly well. Or at least in written form.
Probably. Probably eventually I could figure it out. Honestly, if I go and I look it up, I look it up on a translator, I could probably get it figured out enough attempts. In fact, you know what? Now I'm gonna have to try it. Hang on.
What? Pronunciation.com or something? How do I pronounce it? I mean, I can still sing the alphabet in French. That I still remember.
Let's see here. Huh. That is not what I thought it would be.
They used to, They used to make us say the Our Father in French class, in French.
Животине. Животине. Животине.
Животine.
Животине.
Of course, this is through a terrible...
Животине.
Joratine?
Zovotine. Zivotine. Zivocine. 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 I'm getting the T wrong. Zivotinje. Zivotinje. That's still terrible. Zivotinje. Nope.
Животине.
Oh, wow, this was a house shirt anyway. Anyhow. No, they used to make us pray because we went to Catholic. Well, I went to Catholic high school, begrudgingly. So we had to pray in the beginning of every class. And it was usually the Our Father, and they made us learn it in French. But I'll be damned if I can remember a bit of that now.
They said they're in the same there. They get you.
But no, I can still do the alphabet song. That I know.
Oh. It's filtered by fence. I don't need fence.
Weren't you looking up fence a while ago?
I was at one point, but now I'm trying to find me some structural props so I can make myself some cover for my stupid my many regrets moose.
Many regrets.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Why are you regretting your Mises?
I'm gonna be honest. It's a moose. It's a horrifying force of nature.
They are scary.
Yes, they are terrifying.
You don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Honey, I'm pretty sure it weighs significantly more than my car.
Oh no, I'm sure. I mean, I've seen what bears can do to cars. I'd be terrified of what a moose can do.
Yeah, it's so awkward to... Just those little differences always trip me up. So hey, it's not just me. Let's see, I think what I want to do is I'm going to do a little... Like, I'd like to do a more natural-looking thing for the moose, but it's a moose. I don't think moose hide in caves.
I don't know where moose.
I'm pretty sure they sleep standing up amongst the bodies of the fallen who challenged them. So, meanwhile, they're gonna have to be happy with, they're gonna have to be happy with this little...
One Viking helmet hanging off of the tip of this antler.
Is that why they were never around to claim discovery? Did they run into a moose and that was that?
I would not be surprised.
That is terrible.
Pretty sure they went up in the car, so Vikings would probably know.
And I've got random rotation on again. Of course I do. I keep forgetting to turn that off every chance I get. Yeah, see, that's what I kind of figured. They didn't strike me as something that really... I mean, they're the right size. I mean, like, you take even, like, a cow, and that's big enough to just sleep out in the open most of the time. Get it that much bigger with a moose. I can't imagine. That is so crooked. Do not like that.
At least you didn't name your latest eatery the warming tray.
The what?
I named the restaurant I put in today the warming tray.
That is terrible.
Isn't it?
Who would ever name a restaurant that, hun?
Not me, apparently.
Where did you even get that?
You know, the warming trays on the buffets.
I know what a warming tray is. I just don't know why you would name your eatery after it.
Why not? It's in the cold tundra area. Come in and get warm with the warm food.
You can explain it all you want. That doesn't make it any less terrible, dear.
I never said it was good. Oh, man.
No, not that. Want.
Oh, Moses. I'm terrible.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You know, better off doing the ankle bit first. Make sure I match that up.
Just need to sit down for a minute.
What's that, dear?
Just need to sit down for a minute.
Yeah, fair enough. Might have to change what type of roof I'm using for this. Well, I'm making like a shed looking thing.
Oh, like a lean-to?
Well, I'm using the wood plank walls, but I have the Arctic roof and it doesn't really match.
No, that's different. There's no like wood pole roof that's slanted. There's a flat one that matches.
Yeah, I'll find something eventually. Just
I used the sticky
make sure you can get under there. Okay. You're not so big that you won't fit under that. Okay.
I used that same wall set and then used either the iron roofs or the
I will admit I am constantly forgetting. Just constantly forgetting all the stuff that you can do in this game. Like, I keep rediscovering the same pieces and everything over and over again.
yeah, sometimes I'll remember to put in the air conditioning units and outlets and stuff, and then other times I just completely forget.
Damn it, now you said something. I had forgotten all about the air conditioning and outlet things.
I've been really good about putting them on in the...
Did you know that there's gutters in here?
Yeah,
I've never remembered the gutters.
By the time I get down to the gutters, I'm so pissed off at my roofing job, I'm just like, fuck it. Let it run. Let it run off the bill. And then there's the water collection barrels from the conservation pack.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Put some moss over there to kind of break up the lines and everything. No, I like that. Probably gonna go for that. Why would they like the water? Well, yeah, they do swim in water, don't they? I suppose that makes sense to some degree.
They can go in water. It's not always swimming.
Oh, I know. I had to double think it. Like, why would they have it set up so that they can go through a waterfall? But they do swim, so I can see it. Alright, that takes care of enrichment. Oh, good. I can add more plants. I was not particularly happy with that. Again, turn off align to surface. I should do that before I start putting trees down there. Ooh.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
They don't have a moss that works for their...
Oh, no moss for their, preferences? You have the right...
Yeah, I have the right biome. I could have sworn there was some kind of...
There is moss in the game, but if they don't like it, it might not be tundra moss.
Yeah, I'm trying to find those, but I'm not seeing any hanging... Again, they are tundra critters, but let's see. Oh, you know what? They also do temperate. That's right.
There is some kind of caribou moss.
Yeah, but that's not hanging. That's
Oh, that moss is decals. That's not in...
That's not an actual plant?
No.
Really?
I think you're thinking of the ivy. I mean, there's Spanish moss, but I don't think that fits their biome. There's
Oh.
mossy decals.
I do wisteria. Well, they don't hate it.
Some of the wisteria doesn't have flowers, so if you're just looking for the greenery to hang down.
Well, just something to break up the lines a little bit.
Did you not have any clothes in the laundry?
I didn't have a lot of clothes, no.
I was very confused.
Yeah, I like that. Just hide it a little bit. Yeah. Certainly a lot better than it did. It stood out a little too much otherwise. No, I do agree with that. That was just not quite. I have Now, I don't really have anything that goes across, so what I can do is I can use the little ones to kind of fill that in. Do I want to put it in the interior? I don't know. Maybe just like right at the entrance to conceal it a little bit and then leave it at that. Alright, yeah, so that way it's not quite as ugly. That'll do. Okay, so.
Adulting is exhausting.
Where is my Douglas fir? Let's finish that up first. Turn off align to surface. Turn on random rotation. There we go. Okay, so that has to be, if I'm going to do anything there, it's going to have to be kind of tall. Alright, now I need ground cover, because it certainly isn't going to have just that. You know, I didn't even check the terrain, did I? Ah, no, they seem okay with it. Well, if they like a little greenery, then I'll give them a little greenery. I can do better than caribou moss on that. I wonder if this will screw with them being able to use this. Oh. Excuse me, that is my sanity pill alarm. I need to take my pill that keeps me sane-ish. Another day sane. Alright, so let's see here. Well, for a given value of sane, yes. Okay, I can still use it. Alright, good. I kind of figured, but had to make sure. Now I am going to turn on align to surface for this part. Gotta be careful because this lines up with the wolves, so I gotta kind of be careful about this section. Can't have it overflowing there. I don't think they. I don't think that's in the wolf biome. Yeah, and it's carefully creative with the space, because again I do have a long narrow thing, but it should be okay. All the stuff for the animal to do is all concentrated up front here, so they'll probably mostly be visible. They'll probably head back there, but they probably won't do it very often. It's a little too wide for this. That's the other reason I'm using the Douglas fir, because both these are relatively long and thin. It's just a little bit easier. Turn that off, leave that on. Didn't even see it do that. You know, I wonder if I could leave it like that, but just a little bit more upright. Red. that one was a little high up. There we go. What did I... Oh. Right. Alright, make sure you can still get to everything. Oh god, I made one giant... I made one giant object. Whoops. Well, I hope I like where it is, because it's not going to get changed now. I accidentally added it to my building that I was making for cover. You okay? Yeah, I think we'll be good once we get the other one in. Let's make sure. Yep, we're within tolerances. Woohoo!
We don't have enough orange in this house.
Sorry, dear. Okay, so let's put in our information thing. So for right now, I'm using a information setup that I made a long time ago. We have made so we're not allowed to use anything from the workshop or anything. So this is only allowed because I made it way back when.
Like we can't use base building shells or anything. We have to make it.
Yeah,
It's
we
something
have
that
to
we've
we have to
made
it has to
before.
be something that we've made.
No.
Just leave it, dear. I've got to fix all that anyhow.
Eat those before the cat does. They were leftovers. I don't want to put 5 Hershey Kisses in a Ziploc bag.
No, I get it. I don't even know what that is. Huh. I've never seen that before. Just dirt coming through the, I don't know, he kind of fits in there. He's got a nice little glade to play in. He'll be okay. Well, now I just feel bad for the poor critter.
You only put 1 in?
No, there's 2.
Well, then what's wrong?
It just looks sad.
Moose all looks sad. That's how they lure you in.
Alright, that's not going to work in this case, so I think instead we're going to probably just going to slap it up here, honestly. Put it on this rock here. No, that ain't going to work. Well, you know what? How big of a... that's a little too much, too. Huh. I do not have a good place for that. In hindsight, I did not plan this out nearly as well as I should have. That's good enough. That'll do. I mean, it's ugly and basic, but that's what I get for not thinking ahead. Whoops. This, at least, also was not very well thought of. Well then, basic it is. Wow, that slightly angers me. I've managed to avoid doing that this entire setup. Not once have I had to just slap the damn thing down at random in a walk area. That is sad. Well, oh well. Nothing for it. Let's see, I was going to duplicate the color scheme from these ones. Nice, we moved a little bit. Oh, oops. critical planning failure. Okay, so I was going to make this into like a rocky walkthrough type thing. That doesn't quite fit in there. Let's see here. What have I got that's relatively thin? I mean, I kind of could, but it's a little weird to have the information board be like facing away from the critter. I realize that's slightly silly for me to think that way, but there's something about it that doesn't feel right. Oops, wrong button. Okay, and then let's see here. Oh, I see a stand. Ah, okay. I misunderstood. Nope, don't like that. Not quite the rotation I was expecting. Let's see here. Okay, I'm looking for the red one, that's why. Oh, whoa. That's way bigger than I thought it was. There we go, that's a little bit more what I was expecting. Like, I was probably going to put a stand in here. Only if he does it wrong. Probably going to put a stand in there. Like, this, I never fix this up either. Because all this is I'm going to go through as I go through and I fix up the in-betweens. But I didn't know how I wanted to transition it from, you know, this section to over here. But I'll probably put some kind of stand in there. I got to find out what people are wanting that they're obviously not getting. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not bonking people in the head. Nope. I almost want to do, again, these pines just to block this section off and make it all, like, cohesive. Huh. I think I am going to do that as at least a temporary fix. Again, half this stuff might get ripped out in the end. I might end up coming back through in a later stream and just redoing, like, all of this like I did last time. curious what height I'm at. Oh, it's a beautiful view. Look at all the darling animals. Okay, let's see. Oops. Nope. Don't want to select all that. Thank you. Oh no, don't tell me I made it all part of the same. I made it all part of the same object.
Oh well.
Okay, so we're just gonna undo those trees. That's gonna be faster and easier than removing them separately.
Oh, what were you trying to do? Make a blueprint?
No, I accidentally added them to my info board because I had my info board selected. So yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, I might be able to just, like, do some basic rocks and just slap the trees in the middle of them. Ain't nobody gonna notice. Kids are all here on a sugar high. Parents just want them to shut up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so I definitely want to turn off the line to surface on this one. Huh, that actually makes it a little... Oh. Oh, that explains why it suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It's because I've got Ponderosa selected. Whoops. Okay, yeah, these guys have a much smaller root system. Which I might be able to cover up with just a bunch more small rocks. Probably be okay. Yeah, raise these up a little higher and that ought to be good. How bad's the tripping hazard here? Ah, not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it did work out pretty good. I'll just use a few tiny rocks here to cover up the roots. And I might as well hide the speaker while I'm at it. Oh, that's right. I have to remove her from the group first. Split from group. Okay. Let's see here. Really? That's the moose sign they offer.
Yeah, like some species get really
They really don't have something a little less... I don't know.
Like
Now that I'm looking at it, I would argue, yes, this does look suitably murderous. This looks like a moose that follows you home and stares through your window.
I just wish there was more statues or more sign options, because some species will have like 3 or 4 different sign options and some species have none.
Yeah, but you see, it doesn't look like the good kind of mentally deficient. It looks like the kind that has a perchance for violence and ends up, you know, you end up having to put them in jail because you've got nowhere else to keep them. Yeah, that's disturbing. That's got to stay there. Oh, you know what? Why am I moving at there when I could have him in the trees? Oh, shit. Just watching you. Judging you.
Watching you eat your hot dog.
We definitely need a bush in front of it, though. I should not be enjoying this nearly as much as I am, but I cannot help it at this point. Oh, honey, you've got no idea. So, you get to watch the majestic moose while the majestic moose watches you.
It looks like he's tripping on fucking meth or heroin.
Oh, God. Oh, it would be meth, too. Oh.
Meth Moose has been up for like 36 hours straight now.
Yeah, he's washing his damn car at the car wash down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning. We live in Methville. So, we have a car wash that regularly has visitors at 3 o'clock in the morning cleaning their car obsessively. Oh, I forgot these are the bears. I'm like, what exhibit is this? Forgot that was there. I gotta make more. Gotta do a little bit more with that central mountain thing. Wrong button. Of course, I never decorated in here either. I really should do that. That might have to wait till next stream though, because it's getting really late for me. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up there. Again, it's actually getting quite late for me. But I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate having someone to talk to while I'm screwing around making terrifying moose habitats. So I do appreciate that. And I hope you have yourself a pleasant evening, okay?